Nowadays, there's a construction one project, but this time without the hardcore. Still, it's my first time doing Minecraft Bedrock. I'll try not to die anyway. Enjoy this show. Welcome to the third and final part of my survival in the Minecraft Bedrock version. I have a project I'm going to finish. For today's video, you have 90 game days to make it completely finished, and for those who haven't seen the previous ones. And I came across this video by accident, showing that in 110 days of gaming has already appeared here. Should be settled in today, inside completely. My whole mini castle, there should be a lighthouse in the. A windmill is to be built on this site, also. There should be roads and trees and so on. It's harvest night, so I thought I'd take a walk. And vacuuming here wheat and everything else that will melt at my place so I can have hay bales to detail the township, and I don't think I have enough room in your inventory to gather all the wheat that's in here. Of this section alone, 3.5 cups of wheat, and counting the amount of wheat here, I think it's gonna be more. About 5 packs. I need to clear out the inventory a little bit, you know. But ideally, I'd like to bring it here somewhere extra. Chests so you can stash resources somewhere near the farm itself, marvelous, and in one of those. The barrels, I'll throw in some wheat, then somewhere around here by the carrot farm, I'll also sketch out a few barrels of carrots, 9 barrels of wheat, and a baldenchick. One question is whether I need beetroot in such industrial settings. In quantities, I'm not even going to make her. The soup it allows you to scrap. I might even say that I've never even tried to craft this soup. Now I'll keep one for myself just in case. I'll try it if I have a craftsman's workbench around here. And it's not here. I'll try to make soup at the base, for now. You can't eat. Wow, he's bobbing around in the plate. Look, I'm not moving. It's like he's standing still. I'm tugging. The camera's no good either, but as soon as you start jumping or run, he's trying to spill out of the plate. I want to build something now, like a lighthouse here, or a lighthouse there. If there's a windmill here, let's start probably from the lighthouse. I've got a whole bunch of stuff to bring in here right now. Resources, including my purple sage, to replenish with decorative objects, a little more stonework. Andesitic, half blocks, and all that, glass too. Scaffolding, of course. And I'll probably have to get another shulker. Prepare, there's something missing in the middle of the road here. I think it's flowers or some kind of fence. Around here somewhere, the fence is really missing. I think the road's a little too unloaded on the left. From me, I'd say I'm pretty much ready to go to deal with the dark areas here, so that around here I didn't get any creepers, everything's fine. First thing, I'm gonna do this sketching thing that's so obscure. I'll put more blocks in the corners here. I don't see the point to make him some kind of super huge, super skinny, just 3 blocks high, then we'll change it. Blocks separately, detailing the underside, that's me now. Up 7 blocks and 3 more after that. Since I'm gonna be making a small mountain of stuff here to make it look like he's on a rock outcrop. There's some worth. We'll take this with us, we'll take this. That's with me, and upstairs, I think I'm gonna need more sandstone. Will be needed here, although you can get by with just the regular ones. Birch planks, but I'm still hoping for sandstone more than anything else, and of course there's the same step step, step, and so on. I'm still trying to build without scaffolding, and it seems to work upwards. It's fine, I don't make the rim, I just standing under the edge like this, going sideways, and putting the hatches right. Same here on the sides, put it in, hatches all closed. And put more missing hatches inside so that this one. The balcony seemed somehow more solid and there was no holes. Wow, put it up, fly in mine sandstone. Right here on the beach, where it's available in huge quantities. A whole bunch of them, and I've had enough to cut this one out completely. A small piece to get the sandstone in a large of the quantity I need for my build. You don't need any more, you can fly out of here. Back, now I'm gonna wait for this whole thing to fry. And after that I'll continue the construction, and I've done some repairs. A pickle for myself while it was overcooked, and now I'm gonna keep building this part here, and so we'll do the same as we've done on the walls here, and we'll remove this one 2 blocks at a time, then we go 3 blocks up, here. 3 blocks, and there's 3 blocks, again, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, and right here at this height. Add the partitions, like this, 3 blocks each. On the other hand, the height is quite reasonable, considering the fact that will be detailed, you'll see for yourself what comes up. All that's enough for now. There's one more thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put up another hatch, then there's a stairway. To go on a little higher up will be another beam. Maybe even 1 or 2 blocks, now there's going to be. I think we need to go higher, something good is coming out. But we've got to get a birch tree up here, jump down. Hi, that'll be fine, I'll do a whole one first. A bunch of slats, then some more sticks, of course, and then you're good to go. To make fences like this, I'm not sure these fences would look fine on this building, but considering is that they're very similar in color to sandstone? Should look more or less same, something is coming out, but I can't tell you what it is yet. We'll see when I'm done, then, basically. You don't have to hide the log here, you can cover it like this. And then we'll put the log in here, little by little. Something's going on here, the steps are in the middle. So that they create some extra volume, too. Now that's fine, the next thing you can do is this. To build just a square like this, cross blocks. And then a step, and then another step. A step, and then another one like this, and put it here. Floor blocks, on the bottom tier you need to make another. A curb, there's another curb up there, I've forgotten here, I haven't. I forgot, I'm all set, I'm going to make a bead. At the very top, then we'll go down a little bit. Below, we'll go down there, down some stairs. For example, the stairs right now, I'm not adding any. There's no practical point, I just want to maximize. Light it up so you can at night, it's fine. Beautiful to see, I can't wait to see the. It's from the outside, without scaffolding, preferably even. And at night, there's going to be another extension here. Someone who lives in a lighthouse keeper, she's somewhere. Will be added here, and then it will be shaped of rocks, a small ledge on which there is. This lighthouse, it's too late to change anything, but it looks pretty good, considering it's still here. A lot of different details will emerge, so we'll remember the place. The way we look at it, that's how I'm going to be, now. Will be a minimal simple extension here on the side. And then we'll work with you to make some more details around it. No, it's not as simple as you think it's going to be, not yet. I think I may have made the house too low. We'll have to raise it a little more, we'll do it first. This top floor, I'll clean it up, I'll remove it, and put in, like, sandstone steps. Round it off, 1, 2, 3, and then we'll take some more. The glass that I'm gonna put here and here underneath it gets. I'm going to put these neat little inserts in here, although it's fine. And put the steps under the logs, here at the bottom under they. The logs will be steps, and there will be inserts under the windows. The same way over here, we put a whole block over here, and over here. We'll already be weighing chains, but I didn't bring it with me. I don't feel like going down there yet. Next we go upstairs and make the outline of the canopy in the style of all these buildings. So we take steps like these, we lay them out. I'm going to go a little higher so it's not easier to build the roof. We have something like this, and before we start to change and rebuild everything here, I'm going to make some adjustments to the walls of this building. I'll clean up some blocks, get everything ready right away, as they say. We'll clean up here too, put stones. Bling, 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 everything. Now it's just a matter of chipping away all the earth, adding stone, and diversifying the yellow blocks a little more. Oh! Look who's here! I'm unlucky, huh? I didn't catch the trident. Sing. What? Ooh. Now it will also be possible to mop up the underwater fortress easily, just to find the turkey for the trident. I'll hide it here for now. You draw the reference lines, then you come up and add the cubes quietly. You round off all this stuff that you've got. Next, if there's some empty space available, I put torches to keep monsters from spawning inside. Well, I think I've kind of even built that in here and it looks good, but I personally feel like it's missing some more woodwork and steps. We need to add some steps up here so that we can climb, some benches, some other little things. In short, this is the area that needs a little rework. I'm going to literally remove some more cubes. I've got some regular rocks, I'm going to cover the hole here. That's it, the steps are there, the floor is there. I don't even know if we should leave the stone blocks here. I think you could even put these forward so they stick out a little bit. We'll make the sides now. I'll make the sides now, looks good, I personally like it. Now we need fences and wickets. By the way, these are the steps, as I generally conceived them. They can be hidden by means of hatches. I show you how. Put them up, 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 all marvelous. Alright, let's put this thing out. I like it fine. I can now sketch everything I wanted here. Some craft tops as detailing. There's even 2 workbenches. I'll stick this stove in here somewhere, along with another stove. Next, maybe a couple of bookshelves, some barrels. Where the chests are, I think I took the chests with me. What the hell happened to them? Oh, yes, now that's exactly what I wanted to see here. Just need to work on the lighthouse itself. Well, literally just a little bit. Now guys, the 3, 2, 1 pause. Yeah, it looks a lot better that way. Now you can consider the job completely finished, in that respect. That's it, this corner is ready. You have to bring the road here just the same. And to bring the road you have to carve it out among a whole bunch of grass. I think that in order to make a road here, we'll have to cut down a huge piece of this protruding part of the hill. Yes, definitely shine neatly. I'll have to look at what else I've got under the revisine, and under the revisine for now. Well, we can live. I wouldn't use dark oak, I'd rather take pine, although dark oak is easier to cut. Let's just take all the dark oak, then I'll chop more of it. The first thing I'm going to do is trade to get more emeralds. then I'm going to spend a little bit and buy some repairs. Although I can already get repairs, I'm quite comfortable with that. Aiming straight at the window, yes, to make you feel good, he flew so beautifully and hit the fence with his head. Ouch, that's it, I'm in. And you please me how perfect, straight up perfect, enough one book to fix, thank you too. Oh, he got infinity here, you can buy one for Luca. When I get 6 emeralds I will definitely do that. In my case you cannot bother much with bargaining with the residents, you can at least bargain 2 stacks of emeralds, that's definitely enough to buy impelling and loyalty. Since they're usually no more than their 50, which is kind of worth it, and since I already have 2 books, I'm pretty much done. Well, now you can safely fly carefully and get to the inhabitants for new trades. You need loyalty and you need impelling charm. And then it will be quite safe to go to kill one of the bosses in Minecraft. You can consider it a boss or not, I do not know. Well, the underwater fortress boss, as they say, I'm just sick of looking for that Churka impelling. Brutal, I had to loyalty to find even a single scroll for 20 minutes straight, bidding, it's just a mess. I'm only level 23, I'm more than sure that's not enough to enchant very well. Trident, 8, lulty, 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 second and again lulty, third. Okay, mending is there, imprinting is there, literally just a little bit was not enough, 13 levels needed, and how many I have left, 2. And that's no problem, actually, okay, I'll just get another trident in my hands and pick up some pebbles here, repair it a little bit. I'm almost there. Oh, there's my passageway. Of course it would be desirable to make some kind of portal to this place, but for now you can stand here and wait for everyone to spawn. I also repaired my trident, and literally gained a little bit of experience in order to be able to glamour up, as they say. There's no anvil here, I took it, now it's time to go back, I don't need any more sharks here. I did trade with the resident and still leveled up, 7 levels I needed to mine in order to cast on the bow. That char I was craving earlier, infinity, great. I need literally 2 puffers to make 6 potions and underwater breathing for 8 minutes. Whoa, there she is, the first puffer is here. Oh, the game has heard my bloody prayers, great, and I'll also collect some reeds here, let's go and fill them with water. Whence, of course, the drainage ditch. If I remember everything correctly, it takes 2 redstones to do what I need to do, right? Now there will be an underwater breath potion for 3 minutes, and we'll make it 8. Somewhere is my supply of fireworks. That's it here, restocked. I'll take some more food, although 36 packs is quite enough too. We take it with us, potions, quick hoovering, everything. And it's quite normal and easy to go in search of an underwater fortress. Oops, I found a way out, everyone, we'll look at one side now, and the other. Oh, great! It only took 3 shots to pop him. Look, 2 shots, 3. No, I need 4, okay. I'll try breaking the light blocks with a shovel to get them. Ooh, wonderful! These dark green ones can be harvested too. You show up in some hardcore survival game in the middle of the ocean. And there's an assload of these underwater rags, one to the other, just pick one up and fly. And here and now it's just how long I've been flying and I haven't found one yet. It's also very bad to see underwater. A quick drink. Hello? You live in your house, the attic breaks down. Some devil jumps in and fucking kills you. Hey, is the boss supposed to be here? Oh, there he is. I have great hope that there will be sponges here in large numbers. Maybe I'll need them, maybe I won't, but I'd like to collect them. And I've probably blown it here in general for all my pain. The sponges are here, let's keep swimming. Look here, guys. Diving, 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 rising, sponges here. Swim on, there's another room further on. There are 4 rooms in total, which is the first time I've ever seen anything like this. For rooms with sponges in one place, you just have to dig a little further in. There it is, you see, another one. And I floated it all down and fixed by coordinates where to move. Have you ever seen 4 fucking sponge rooms in a fortress? Another room should be somewhere on the first tier, but I'm not going there right now. I want a little bit of dark green on these blocks. Yeah, here's another room, tore up the floor and found it. That's it, 4 rooms of sponges, that's my personal record, in one fucking place. Now we need to unload a little bit here, potions all in place, that 2 in place. It's a decorative block, let it sit, it's a monster drop. Look, it's bad enough these horses have been sprouting up here in droves. And when I need them as decorative objects, it's like they're all extinct. Who do I see here? Please come to me, let's go. You're coming to my base, you're going to live in a new house, come. That's it, you have no choice, you follow me, it'll be Mihalik the goat. Horses, who, finally, who's coming with me, let's go. We still need to make some chicken coops, we need a pen for the sheep, we need to build more additionally here. Perhaps a watchman's booth of some kind and maybe some kind of small watchtower. Kmonya, Bonya. Which one is a boy, which one is a girl, you decide for yourself. Bonya and Balax, it's fine. Right, I've got everything I need, I'm off to find Netherreach. Gold is also in stock, so I didn't give any problems with that. Gold is in reserve, shouldn't be a problem with it, I think it's about time I changed to netherite. I go down to a depth of 15 blocks literally, and that's where I start excavating. Now let's do it here, come on, right there, wow, take it away, why not? I will definitely be digging quartz, because it's my only way to repair pickaxe underground that deep. Okay, I'm taking another piece, maybe there's more here, we'll dig it up. Got it, great, it was tucked away in the corner, arsehole. Things are going well, already have 4 ancient wrecks, that means I already have 1 netherite swag. Oops, she's still chipping away, let's see if there are any extras. Sadly no, digging further, 6 grand already. I think I'll dig down to the coordinate at 800 and will turn around and walk back to my starting tunnel. Now there are 2 blocks here, now digging the tunnel back and repairing the tunnel. Another wreck. And another shard. That's so good. More. And another thing. Anyway, mates, it's going really well, the catch, I'm having a blast. Freeze. Here's another one, the 3rd one. Wow. Collect it and it's already 12, for 3 out of 8 clothes. Another bummer, good going, 2nd one. It feels like there's a 3rd one here. The debris falls better than in the Java version, I'm almost there and already want to find the last 2 pieces of netherite, just for the camera behind the dull basa to dig, a total of 5 or 6 tunnels of 800 blocks long. And I'll tell you that the yield on resources is very good, and on levels I've already won 28 kopek. And what's cool is most often the netherite I come across, it's definitely in groups of 2 to 3 pieces. I've never noticed that before, wow, that's a good thing. Oh, it's so good. We'll take it apart here, there's nothing else. Alright, let's cut this tunnel another 500 blocks long. Oh, more. Nice. Oh, see, 2 more pieces. Now we're gonna spread out a little bit here, take the blocks away. No, I don't. More. Let's see, here's one I dug up, I'm going to dig a row. Here's the 2nd one, please, two pieces together again. It's not lying here, here's 37, I had more diamonds. Oh, there it is. Okay, great, I was beginning to wonder where I'd misplaced some of my stuff. We're up to a total, right, of 9. That's it, you can upgrade. If the horns were a little bigger, you could say she looks like Davakin. So, let's see, on the other side of this estate we can build something too. I think you could make a mini lodge or something like some kind of temple inside with a portal to hell in there. Yes, I think it would be the most optimal place for this case. Well, this is where you can make a stall for the animals. There's nowhere else they can fit in here. At the back I wouldn't want to do them because, well, you want everything to look nice near the castle. And I think it was worth it for the animals, for the sheep, for the cows. Now I'll think of some beautiful ones to place here. We should make mini houses, they'll probably be diagonally spaced too. I hope you're as enthusiastic as I am to finish this whole thing and see the final result. Now I'm going to take a look at it now. It's fine, it's quite good. I like it that way, so I'm keeping it. There will be diagonal sections here, and I'm currently thinking about how best to lay them out. So there will be another one here like this, in a straight line, diagonally. And somewhere around here you'll still need to attach small houses for the critters to hide from bad weather. This is where I'll put the wicket, this is where the fence is, the wicket is where you can get out. Same way we go here, break the block, put the wicket up. That's out. That's it, and we have to get into the inner section somehow. And how if the whole fence is diagonal, you could just put a brown carpet here in the center section. And that's it, then we can get the animals in here, and we have to make microhouses, I would say. Or just regular sheds, plus no wheat, boilers, or anything else. That's it, the wonderful site is there, we'll add the overlap later. Let's move on. Next we do exactly the same with water and with these boilers. And boilers can, for example, this time already put 2 like this. I won't be able to pour here, and no, I'll be falling. Great pouring water. Later, between the fences, so that between the fences there are not just green some obscure lines. We can put a boulder in here later. I don't need meat now, I have a huge supply of meat. I just want to have about 7 or 8 pigs and 7 or 8 cows on the farm. And just as many more, probably the same sheep. Alright, come on, what have you become? Marvelous, the critters are slowly appearing, now we need small sheds, I went for the fences and other blocks. I think we should take off and see what we end up with here. It worked out pretty well, I'd say. There's also some kind of farmer's cottage there, can a small one be made diagonally too, or something? Not too sure yet, probably diagonally. I'm going to plant some trees here now, then I'm going to plant some trees here. After that, I'll make a small house for the portal or just a portal. Somehow I'm going to decorate the back of the castle nicely. And after that I'll take on the windmill to finish this project little by little. Something I think is missing here, it's kind of a weird looking thing. What else could I add here that would fit in with the styling and generally be similar? What should I do to make it fit the style, brown blocks or something? I will put another fence for the lamps on the sides, and here I will put a step or 2. We'll remove the block here. We'll put a step solid block, something like this is slowly emerging here. More steps, another half block, I need to build it up some more in depth, I'm only so busy with the front. And it's still not at all clear how it will look in the end, although I think it should turn out okay. And so the ceremonial arson was set in motion. Oh, man, yeah, it's very much in style here. It's clean up, clean up, clean up, clean up. Now we take a spatula and make a path with the spatula. I'll also probably add a little bit of trees here and there, but that will come later. Now we have to get ready to build a windmill. It's going to be really big and I feel like we need to bring resource chests in here, otherwise it won't work any other way. I don't have enough room, my shulkers can't handle the amount of decorative blocks I use. The only question now is that I wish that this windmill had still fallen nicely into the big picture. So the blade end will need to be placed facing me, sort of, rather than sideways as I originally wanted. But nevertheless, I think it will still look good. Perhaps it should be moved a little closer to me, but this size it will be somewhere, here I show with the cursor, up to this height. That would be enough for me for a windmill, not too big, won't block the lighthouse too much, plus there will still be blades. No, too big. I can see already by the massive base that we will have to make it smaller, and definitely downsize. I also think this base could be made 1 block lower, it's too high. Maybe even by 2, now it gets what, 2, 4, 5 blocks high. And now inside I'm going to use the slats to make a balcony exit here on one side and the other. Just been downstairs, yeah, take it. What do you think of the doors? You've got doors to put up here still, why not take the doors straight away? No, you have to run twice. Things are going well in terms of re-roofing, considering also that I have no scaffolding at all here. Carefully just shifting on the shifter and laying out the blocks. By the way, yes, here before building up the roof, it is desirable to put blocks, so that then in some strange way not to get here and not to break. It definitely looks good, I like it. And most importantly, the style is practically a copy of everything else built here on the map. And this balcony will also need to be treated and beautifully decorated. How about, if I'm already down here, let's give the balcony a quick tweak too. A step for volume, of course, where without it? Let's take another look at what we're getting, I like it. And definitely, this lower stone part will also be redone a little bit. But I'll get to that, it should already be implemented when I remove the chests, they're full of blocks right now. And if I'm here for extra volume, I add 3 blocks of fences so that the building at the corners seems a little more three-dimensional. You'll be able to walk under them, they won't get in the way, but it will widen it a little bit in the middle. Come on, let's get someone in the final pins, as they say. Fuck. Shit, Vajja. Nah, we'll have to do all the scaffolding all over again. Here we put 1 block here, remove this one, another support block and another one like this. That's it, a simple gable roof, as I personally think, nothing superfluous, but it will add volume to the building. And now we can say that the mill is ready, but I'll diversify it later with other blocks outside the frame here, so that it's not purely cobblestone, but a mixture of stone, andesite, masonry, and everything else. It's all there, you need to miniature the building here and make this green area pretty. And after that you can already start decorating the rooms inside the castle. Now I think it's safe to start doing the interior decorating. Now I'm going to figure out how to arrange the cubes in a beautiful way. That's it, the steps are in. Next to the steps I'll probably put 1 column up to a certain height. I've got a passageway here, it'll be fine. That's it, the ceiling will be at that level, good. Here we go downstairs, I'll redo the floor later, now the most important thing is to solve the decoration inside. For detailing I will use here barrels, vertical one horizontally, we'll take a chest somewhere here in the corner put. And here you should also add steps to create an arch. Just need to figure out at what height the 3 blocks are, I think I'll back off, but like this would be fine. That's it, you can still put it on the sides. Yeah, it's not bad. And do the same thing here. Who knows? Let's say I have one beam, I'll set back 2 more blocks, put another vertical beam. I've closed the ceiling here with half blocks too, and there's a kind of a peculiar room, where you can add hay later. And now take off the kara, what comes out should come out some nice pattern. There's a 3 by 3 block space inside, and you can use it to make a staircase to the upper floors. We go up as far as here, then just jump down, and you can finally build with half blocks. How? I'll put a half block here, and I'll raise the half block like this for every step. Of course, all this business should be repeated on the opposite side as well. We remove it, and put one column and a second column across one block. We take off the punishment, steps, steps, hatch, 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 hatch. That's it, wonderful. Look at how the room has been transformed with these columns, it's different. There will probably be another room here, delimitation, and a partition wall so that there's a separate room right here. There's only up to nothing left here. I think I'll put one hash here, a flower to the rowdies. I don't know, maybe the books are in here somewhere. Alright, let's go up the stairs carefully now. Come up here, and you can take this unit apart right away, and put a single reader inside. The pulpit here, that's it, let it stand here. Marvelous, we can have one more hash here somewhere, and a bush. And then another flower pot like this. Then another pot like this, and another like this. No, we can't do it here. Then let's try this side. 1, 2, that won't work either. 1, 2, 3, done. We livened up the building a bit inside, it looks much nicer with greenery. Building number 1 is complete. Ground floor, and the second floor. I like it. Now we have to design this building and this one next door. To get to the building upstairs, you have to climb the steps carefully. You see, it's quite spacious, and now I'll already use the steps here, all exactly the same, arch like this. Yeah, 3 blocks back, and then we put it in. Then a hatch, another one, another one, another one, another one, and so on. You can put a column on this side too. That's it, now I've got this peculiar counter to go in here. I brought some more sheet music blocks, we'll make a table in a corner like this. Then you can put another plant in here and green it up. This is where I'm going to try to redo the ceiling a little bit. We're going to make it kind of float on top of what we have here now. And I think that if I spend it like this, no, it goes, I like it, I'll close it like this, I'll close it like this here and close it here too. And these racks will be used to lay out the meat. I'm just wondering why I can't put another campfire here that isn't stacked on top of each other. Okay, one more note block here, one more you can put a smoker on. You can stick a few chests in here and you can consider what's decorated inside. I'll take 2 chests and another barrel. Everything, so that there are no torches anywhere on the floor and everything else, it looks good, also some kind of a rug to add here. So steps, 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 you can put another vertical column here, steps again. That's it, with the parts too, the lamp needs to be added here, which I removed. You see, here we have such a miniature room, we remove the unnecessary source of light, hide it so that it does not interfere anywhere here. 2 half blocks, this will also be a table, I'll maybe even put this one away here, and I'll put a lantern here and a pot and some flowers. You could do some kind of wine room or something here. It's longer that I'm going to make this room outright huge, but split it into at least 2 rooms. Let me show you what's in the basement. Such barrels, a place to draw water, perhaps it is drinking water, perhaps even wine is infused here. Then there is a small workshop right next door, I haven't thought of what to fill this room with yet. There's a stairway up, and that's where I'm gonna start making my case. There was a passageway here, I built it up. I added another passageway, right here, so you can come here and come to me. Although there is a possibility to cut a passage like this, and not to bother to close it here. I'll put up one torch so monsters don't spawn and close the floor so I can pass through here normally. Marvelous, the steps to the top tier are there, and those very steps still need to be rounded off at the bottom. Or maybe put the steps upside down. Who knows? Let's put some books in here, book corner. I've got the hatches all covered and it certainly looks pretty good. And here you can put this as mugs on the table, and here there will be some plant already standing at the bottom. Oops, done, the mini room is done too. I'd also give it some volume with half blocks, which is how we just draw horizontal lines like this all the way round. Everything, the room looks so much better with this ceiling. And we're going to the top floor. We've got a whole bunch of space here again, and then there's the top floor, that's where we've got 2 more floors to fill. This can already be done as a place for enchanting. There are blocks, I'll post the floor here right away now. If I put these tablets around the enchantments now, will they interfere with her getting the enchantments themselves and will I be able to use her? It's gone, I get it, so it won't work that way, so we'll take it out. On the sides, I would also make some decorative bookshelves here, it's kind of like a library and everything, right? Plus the lighting will still need to be put in, and on top of all that, look, 2 chests, 2 chests. If I put it in here there will be dark corners, there's nowhere to put it in here, there's nowhere to put it on the shelf either. Unless you hide a lantern on each side like this, you won't see them much, but the room is lit up. I'm not adding anything else closer here, as this half block will definitely overlap the bookshelves. That's it, and I'm already on the top floor where I can make a library, but I stupidly don't have the books to realize it. I've literally just realized now that there's really no such thing as books. 26 shelves of this for a library isn't enough, you need more, though I'm still looking at being able to craft empty ones like this mixed in with them. I'm so far bored with building everything inside, I need a break, now I'll show you what I got here. Let's go to the top tier, you've seen the enchantment room, the library looks like this. It's a small place, with bookcases and so on. Places to read, of course, are available in cramped quarters, as the saying goes. Then I widen the passage a little bit here, right into my room, and you can go up the steps to the top floor here. This wall right here, it's just what the doctor ordered for the painting really. And there's this huge room, I don't know what to use it for. There was an idea to make auto furnaces here, but running to the 3rd floor to the auto furnaces is a pleasure, although in principle it could be done. I'll get all the shulkers and take a little break, I need a distraction, I'll be distracted by decorating the outside of the castle. How it's going to work is, go up, see the blocks and remove, break it so it's like staggered. Then there are pebbles in places, cobbles in places, andesitic in places, of course. That's it, the wall has been rebuilt, you can also make it from the neighboring tower, and it's not really visible here, there's no point in picking at it. Okay, then I'll start on these walls and after that I'll also be detailing the areas around my portal, lighthouse, and windmill. At a slow but steady pace I can say that I have completed to the point where I believe that what I have planned before you is ready. A quick tour for those who like to rewatch videos and didn't watch what was at the beginning or in the middle. Of course the cattle yard, a whole bunch of livestock, the farmer's cottage that does it, there's a cactus farm, they've already sprouted, the sugar cane farm has migrated here too. Beetroot, a whole heap of wheat, carrots grow here, or rather, potatoes, carrots a little further away, a honey farm, beautiful decorative vineyards, purely decorative beds, no special purpose, although berries can be taken from here. A whole bunch of carrots, of course, a windmill that processes all the wheat, there's wheat sketched on the rows, my decorative gantry, and out of doors, there's a little woodland planted here. There's a beacon, and this beacon is very visible from a distance. This building is in just the perfect location, my mini castle. We go inside, you can see that the blocks have already been rebuilt. There are several ways into the castle. There are also outbuildings for those who live here and run this castle, plus there is a passage to the first floor. If you haven't been there, you haven't seen what the lodges look like inside. I've got a horse stall a little bit further on. By the way, I've got to get this thing out of here. Go inside, you can see there's another living space and steps to the first floor. You can go up and see the cots. Everything else is set up. It's a cubbyhole, there's nothing in it. To get to my main resource room, open the center gate. It was in this room that I collected resources, went through resources, sorted, processed and prepared for building, for all 3 episodes on surviving the BEDROCK version. Further along the corridor here you can get to a separate section of the castle. There is an exit to the balcony. You can walk around. By the way, on this balcony you can get to another building. You see, there is a lot of workplace of various things. You can go to another wall of this castle. You can also go down the stairs and enter the basement, where I have a wine and water cellar here. Next to it I have a blacksmith's workshop. And here, too, is a utility room for storing resources. Friends, this is the end of my survival in BEDROCK version. I remind you that you can leave your opinion about this construction in the comments. I am very interested in what you think about it. Leave in the comments. I will read the most interesting comments, like and, of course, answer if you have any questions. And a huge thank you to everyone who has watched to this point. I bid you farewell until the next video. Bye.